Go outside tonight. Look up. Pick the brightest point of light you can see. There's a real chance it's not a star. It's a satellite, mostly owned by one company, mostly controlled by one person. This month, that person also became the richest man who's ever lived. Here's how those two things are connected. In 2002, Elon Musk had just been pushed out of PayPal with about $100 million. He wanted NASA to have a real plan to send people to Mars. NASA didn't have one, so he tried to start building rockets himself. The first 3 launches failed. Not partially, fully. By the third failure, he was nearly out of money. One more failure, and SpaceX doesn't exist. The fourth one worked. That's the part most people know. In 2015, Musk announced something odd for a rocket company: internet satellites. Thousands of them. The pitch was simple: beam internet to places cables can't reach. But the real reason was bigger. Musk needed a business that generated massive, steady cash. Something to fund Mars. He got approval for 12,000 satellites, then quietly filed for 30,000 more. By this year, more than 10,000 were already in orbit. That's over half of every active satellite currently circling Earth. One company. This year, SpaceX asked regulators for something new. Not internet satellites, AI satellites. 1 million of them, working as data centers in space, because the cold vacuum solves the overheating problem regular data centers have on the ground. Scientists ran the numbers on what that would do to the sky. On a clear night, humans can see about 4,000 stars. If this plan goes through, there could be more satellites visible than stars. Most nights, everywhere on Earth. And the filing barely explains how any of it would actually work. No exact orbits, no real specs.
What?
No explanation for cooling technology that doesn't fully exist yet. A plan big enough to change the sky, filed like a rough idea. While that filing sat with regulators, something else was happening. SpaceX merged with Musk's AI company, xAI, at a $1.25 trillion valuation, the biggest acquisition ever at the time. Then, SpaceX went public. June 12, 2026. Opening valuation, $1.77 trillion. Within hours, past $2 trillion. That puts it in the same range as Amazon and Microsoft, companies that took decades to get there. SpaceX did it in 24 years, with most of the actual value built in the last 10. People had waited years for this IPO. Regular investors, not hedge funds. The kind of people who use apps like Robinhood and Schwab to buy a few shares of something they believe in. When it opened, demand was so overwhelming that brokerages called it unprecedented. SoFi said it was the most subscribed offering in the company's history. Schwab said client interest was nothing they'd seen before. So here's what happened when regular people actually tried to buy in. One trader requested over 4,000 shares. He got 147. Another investor asked for 75 shares. He received 11. Across online trading forums, people compared notes, and the pattern was the same everywhere. Some had asked for dozens of shares and walked away with exactly one. The pitch, all over the news that week, was simple. Everyone gets to own a piece of the most valuable company on Earth. For once, this isn't just for billionaires and venture funds. The reality was almost the opposite. The shares existed. They just didn't go to the people who'd been asking for years to finally get in. So where did the rest of the shares go? On day one, not a single insider sold anything. Every dollar of the $75 billion went straight to the company. On paper, that looks like protection. But look at what happens next. Insiders can start selling chunks of their shares within weeks, then more, every few weeks, for months. By 6 months, everything's unlocked, and a separate slice, close to $4 billion worth, set aside for friends and family, had no lockup at all, sellable day one. Regular investors got the smallest piece. The people already closest to the company got a slow, careful way out. And then there's Musk. He doesn't just own a large chunk of SpaceX. He controls 85% of the actual voting power through a special class of stock that gives his shares more weight than everyone else's, share for share. While other insiders are working through that staggered selling schedule, a slice now, a slice in a few weeks, a slice after that, Musk agreed to something stricter for himself, a 366-day lockup, a full year before he's even eligible to sell anything under that early release plan. Nobody made him do that. He chose it, which tells you something. The person with the most control over a company that's about to launch 1 million satellites isn't in any rush to cash out and walk away. He's not selling. He's still building. So here's where this lands. One guy who blew up 3 rockets in a row now controls over half the satellites above your head, with plans for 1 million more. The same week that became official, regular investors got almost nothing. Insiders got a careful exit, and the man actually in charge didn't need either. Go outside tonight and look up anyway. It won't change what you see. A sky that's increasingly his.